configuration about IDOC, about ALE. IDOC. IDOC is a data container. In that container, where our data will be present, and that data will be loaded in the IDOC. Okay, and that IDOC will go from one system to another system. Okay, if anything is sent out from an SAP or received it into SAP as a document is called an intermediate document. And it can be any order like purchase order, sales order, delivery order, billing, any document can be sent or received through IDOC. IDOCs are in two types, SAP to SAP means ALE, application linking enabling. There will be no flat file involved. Okay, and SAP to non-SAP or vice versa. EDI, electronic data interchange. There will be a flat file involved, like a middleware tool will be involved in EDI. I'm gonna share one example. This is a simple overview of a system, how it is connected to the business. So we have a SAP system in a line, and it has a different business data, and it holds a three business system: SAP CRM, SAP ERP, SAP HR. Okay, here HR data gets managed in SAP HR system, and ECC data like finance, SD related data will get updated in ECC system. So one system having HR data, and another system is a SAP ECC. So all the employee related data will be managed in HR system, and all the finance related data will be managed in ECC system. Suppose we want to do the payment to the employee data should go into the SAP system. Then only finance team will understand and for which employee they have to do payment. So that we require employee data in ECC. So we have to pass this employee related data in the ECC system. So we have to pass this employee related data in this ECC system. That's why the concept of ALE IDOC comes, where we have to pass the data from one system to another system. Okay, and now let's go for EDI example. In SAP system, the PO is sent out from the system to the middleware. There will be a middleware tool in middle where middleware tool reads who is the recipient and who is the vendor, and the middleware tool will deliver the message to the vendor. The PO from the sender company will get converted into sales order in vendor system. Okay, for example, in a company there are 200 users using a SAP in the main plant, but in a small center there are thousands people are working, so they don't want need SAP license and login credential, where they are using third-party system for checking the stock in their location. Okay, so here SAP is the main system, and other system need to check the report and need the data for verification purpose and tracking the data. Okay, like PO will be created in a SAP system, and the PO status will be transferred to the third party system. What is the PO number, when it's going to arrive, and how much quantity ordered, and all this information will be shared to the third party system. Okay, in the portal in a simple screen, so that it will be visible for the store person or a warehouse person to understand. Okay, this is the concept of EDI comes. Okay, when ALE is used means when it is a single network or a same network, we want to communicate between the different system. So we prefer ALE concept in IDOC. When EDI is used means the EDI is a communication between external system and our business system. We process EDI. In EDI, there are some additional layer and additional security is there in EDI concept. Okay, Example, whenever we feel it's not our network and don't know what kind of security is there or not. In that case, we use EDI for different network. I hope you understand about what is IDOC and types of IDOC. Here we are going to know about IDOC are classified into two types, okay, outbound IDOC and inbound IDOC. Outbound IDOC means where data is going out from our system, then it's called a outbound IDOC. The data is coming from a external system to our system is called a inbound IDOC, okay. T code. Uh, like if you want to see the IDOC number means where we can go for WE02 or WE05 to see the IDOC list, okay. Like when we will see a report like in purchase order and in purchase requisition ME5A, ME2L, ME2M, like that where we can see the IDOC number also, IDOC also in WE02, WE05. And types of data is transferred means what kind of data is transferred through IDOC. There are three types: master data, transaction data, and custom field data. In master data, where we can transfer the data like material master, vendor master, customer master, and many more like master related data will be transferred. Transactional data like purchase order, sales order, FI document, material document. So all the related to transaction data will be transferred. Okay. Then custom field data means what are the enhancement will be done. That kind of data also can be transferred in custom field data. Okay. Here IDOC is divided into three parts. Okay. One is a control record where you can see control record. It's IDOC general information. And second one is data record. It's a IDOC technical structure and the data, how it is been there. And third one is IDOC status, IDOC processing status. Okay, where you can see 53 means it is a successful. Like that, where you can see the status. In control record is like a envelope of a letter. Okay, by looking at that envelope, where we can identify the sender and the uh, recipient details, right? Like that. In control record also, it contains the data such as IDOC type, message type, port, extension, etc. We can also see the IDOC number also, where you can see here in this control record, where I will show you in system only how it will be control record. T code is WE05. I enter. This is the IDOC list. T code, okay. And I am going to select yesterday's date, and I will execute. See, this is the IDOC generated. Okay, this is the IDOC number, and this is the control record. By clicking the double click, where we can see all the information. Okay, here you can see in info, where we can see what kind of information we are passing. Okay, where you can see the basic type. Matmos means material we are transferring, and message type matmos. What kind of message we are transferring? We are in partner, where we are who is sending this information and who is going to receive this information. This all the information can be filled here. Port, partner number, partner type, of recipient information, for sender information. All the information that will be there in control data. And technical info, in the technical information through which medium it's going to transfer, in which SAP release is going, and the data which is being dispatched, where you can see here in which SAP release, and time and date when it is being creation and when it is being last updated database. So all these details can be seen in control record data. Okay, and now second type is data record. It contains the actual data that is sent or received from a partner, and also contains the detail of IDOC segment. Okay, IDOC segment as a field, and that contains the data necessary for posting the document. Okay, this is the second port of the IDOC message, where I can show you in system only. This is the data record. This is the segment. Okay, segment is nothing like a structure. Segment is nothing like a structure. We are having the child segment. This is the main segment, and this is the child segment. Okay, segment is nothing like a structure. It is similar to the structure where it can have a multiple fields. See here in this segment where you have multiple fields like MATNR, material number, and ERNAM is a user ID, and this is the industrial, which industry, and this is the MTART, material type. So all this will be filled in main structure, and in sub segment, all this related data will be there. This is called the data record, and this is a status record, where you can see first will be the 50 IDOC will be added, then 64 IDOC ready to be a transfer to the application, then 62 IDOC pass to application, then 53 means IDOC posted successfully. Like this, the status record will be helpful. It will show what kind of status it is available. It is successfully completed or failure, or it is completed but due to some port issue stuck in between. So like this, everything will be stored in status record. As I told you, 50, 64, 62, and final 53. One by step, it will store all the details. Okay. And these are the status of IDOC. As I told, there are two types, classified into two types. One is outbound and another is inbound IDOC. How will you identify this? It is outbound IDOC means there is a range between 1 to 49. Whenever you see 1 to 49 means it is a outbound IDOC. Okay. And for inbound IDOC, the range is 50 to 75. Whenever you see 50 to 75 means it is an inbound IDOC status. Okay. You want to identify between this number only. The outbound IDOC successful status is 30 or 03. Okay, where you can see 30 or 03 is a successful message. Like this, in inbound, the initial status of inbound IDOC is 64 and successful status is 53. 64 it is a starting message, and 53 is a successful message. If anything comes in between failure or anything, 51 will be the failure message. Okay, this is the status of IDOC. And in IDOC, as I told, in data record, there is a message type. We want to know what is message type and basic type. Okay, message type describes the type of business document in SAP system. Okay, what kind of messages you are sending. For example, order is a purchase order, DESADV is a inbound delivery, material master. Like this, what kind of message you are sending? Okay, and basic type represent the structure of the data associated with the message type. Okay, this is the main container of IDOC. So it contains the information of IDOC starting from header information, line, item, everything. Okay, example purchase order is order ORDARS means under that basic type of order S05. It is a it is a segment. It is a structure. It will be assigned to this message type. Okay, and these are the message type where we can send. for material master mat mask, customer master dev mask, vendor master cream mask, order, orders, delivery, DESADV, invoice, INVOIC. Okay, and these are the important tables for control record, data record, status record, IDOC type, port table, partner profile table, distribution model table. Like this, with this SC69 table, by using this table where you can see the reports or anything. Okay, these are the important tables you want to know in IDOC. And this is the T code. Okay, W0 to W05 is a show to display the IDOC number and what where we can see everything status and all. In BD10 where you can send the material master from sender to receiver. BD12 you can send the customer master, like that. BD4 to send the vendor master. So these are the T codes where you can send the master data, and this is a reprocessing of the IDOC. There is a T code for reprocessing the IDOC BD87. What is this reprocess mean? If any, while sending the IDOC, if anything failed in between or anything stuck, where we can go to BD87 and input the IDOC number, and we can generate that failed message to successful message by by adding some customize for that. Okay, and WE19 reprocess IDOC with different IDOC number, means any duplication of IDOC for same data transfer, like that where we can do. I will tell you what is this convert IDOC status to 68 inactive. Okay, purpose is if we don't want that IDOC to be reprocessed, then by using this program name in a C38 where you can execute to 68, means by seeing that 68 number where we can see that is the inactive IDOC status. Okay, the advantages of IDOC means first thing is reduction of the paperwork. There will be a no paperwork sending between like PO purchase order like that, and reduce the cost also. And it's a electronic format. It will be sent in a fraction of second, and error handling, there will be no error handling in real time, and real time data transfer will be happening, and it also reduces the processing time also. So these are the advantages of IDOC. Now let's go check and see SAP ALE application linking enabling. Okay, what is SAP ALE? ALE is a SAP proprietary technology which is used to communicate between the servers. Okay, in ALE the data transfer from memory to memory transfer. Here there is no flat file involved. Okay, example, if customer is also using SAP, then using ALE, we will transfer the data from customer system to another system, means our system. Okay. How the data transfer to SAP means, I will explain you now how it will be, where we can see the data from SAP 1 system to SAP 2 system. We are sending the data out, so it is called a outbound program. This outbound program collects the data in certain format, okay, and passes to the IDOC. And this outbound program will create the data, and system will check the link is enabled or not. If the link is enabled, the IDOC will automatically go to the SAP 2 system. SAP 2 system. Once data comes here to SAP 2 system, one more program called inbound program will be there in SAP2 system, which takes the data from the IDOC, and based on the business scenario, it will process the data and update the required table. It will fetch from the IDOC and update the to required table. Okay, so this whole process is called a ELE IDOC, and this is a SAP to SAP ELE scenario. Okay, I took on some example. So same example I will be doing in practice system also. Material master transfer. A company which is having a head office in country Japan, Toyota in Japan, and they have manufacturing unit in different countries like India, US, etc. Okay, And now Toyota products are sold worldwide. Okay, the product are common in all the location in other countries also. When they create a material code, example 0001, and this product will manufacture in all the manufacturing unit. So depending upon the business requirement, for country wise, they are using a different SAP system like India, US. Okay, but the main product only at centralized location Japan. So they create a material ID and send the material through IDOC through different branches like Toyota India, Toyota USA, like that they will send. Okay, this is the concept of SAP ALE. Configuration step of ALE IDOC. Okay, there are 6 steps where we want to configure in system. After doing this all 6 steps, where we can test and we can send our material from one system to another system. The first step is we want to create a logical system in a SALE code where we want to give a name for sender and receiver. Okay, then same T code we want to assign logical system to our client. Okay, which we have created in previous. Whatever the name you given, we want to assign for the client like 800 and 810. And then SM51, we want to maintain a RFC. Here we are maintaining IP address and the respective client details like ID and password, everything will be maintaining in RFC destination. And then port. Port is a connection between one system to another system. We will be creating in WE21. BD64. Here we are maintaining a distribution model. Means what message type you are sending and sender and receiver information. So all these details will be maintained in BD64. And in WE20 we are creating a partner profile. Partner profile means who is our partner and what are the data we are going to send. All these data will be there in this partner profile. Okay, now let's jump into the system and do the configuration. This is a 800 client. Okay, SALE is the T code. Basic setting. After basic setting come here logical system, and here define logical system. It is a cross client, and go for new entries, and you want to give a name for logical system where you can give anything. Okay, as of now I am giving a ZZS sender system, ZZS 800. It says sender system client, and I will give ZZR 810 receiver system 810. Okay, and then I will save. Where you can see in last it will be here ZZR810 receiving system, ZZS800. This is sender system. Now I am going to assign this, um, where I am going to second step, same T code. After design logical system, go for assign logical system to the client. Okay, here for that 800 client, you want to assign whatever the thing you have created. Here, step 1, which we have created ZZS 800, you want to assign for this 800 client. Okay, for this logical system. Yes, 800 and save. And same thing for 810 client also. 810. Okay, this one we have done, and then we want to go for third step where you want to create a RFC destination. Now step 1 is create, and step 2 where we are assign logical system to our client. And step 3, want to create a RFC. T code is SM59. Okay, SM59 is the T code where you want to create a RFC destination. Go for this ABAP connection and click on this application and click on create icon. Here you want to input our destination, means A10 is the destination, so that we want to input that A10 which we have created here. I'm just copying and I am pasting over here, and I will keep same description also. Receiving system. And here you want to input the IP address and instance number and login and security of this RFC A10 client, language client A10, and client A10 password you want to input in A10 client. Okay, user, SAP user, and password, and enter and save. And after all this, you want to go for connection test, so that if it is in yellow color, then it is being successfully completed RFC destination. And then click on this remote login, so that screen will take to this 810 client. Okay, now same thing I will be creating in 810 client also, RFC destination. Same T code SM59. Go for the software connection. Click on this where you can see this 18 client. RFC destination now is 800. For 810, destination is 800 client. For your understanding purpose, I am keeping the same name, so that you will get understand easily. And go for login and security, and input this 800 client and username and password. Okay, SAP user and password, and click on save. And after this saving, check connection test. See, it is in yellow color, means it is been successfully created. And click on this remote login, so that from 810 to it will take over to 800 client. Yes, it has been successfully completed. Okay, then let's go for 800 client once again. And next we will create a port, WE20, sorry, WE21. WE21 is the T code to create a port. Okay, go for this transactional RFC and click on create, and where you can create it your own port name also, or else generate port name, means system only generate this port name. As of now, I'm clicking on generate port name, system only create, and enter this description, port of sender system, and click on save. And you want to input your RFC destination also. for 800, 810 is the destination, so that I am copying this one and I am putting over here and save. And I will copy this port number. Step 4, create port. T code WE21. This is the port name. Port will be created only a sender system. Okay, it will not be created as distribution system. Now distribution model we want to create. BD64 is the T code to create a distribution model. Okay, before that, click on this model view and click on this editable, because here this should be enabled. Now it's enabled. Click on this create model view and input text, where you can input anything. As of now, I'll be sending the material, so I'll be keeping send material as a shortcut name, and technical name also like same ZY 800 to 810. I will keep it. Okay, and I will continue, so that our model view is being generated down. Select this model view and click on the message tab. Here we want to input our sender and receiver information. Okay, sender information means logical system. Input here logical system, and even you want to input receiver also. And message type. What message type you want to share? As of now, I'm sending a material, so matmas is the message. Okay, message type matmas is the message type, and I will click continue. And once again select this and add a message type. Same thing, sender information, receiver information, and here you want to input a sync also, and save. Okay, distribution model has been saved. Okay, after this you want to go and create a partner profile. WE21. So WE20 is the T code to create a partner profile. A partner for a sending to a system to system means logical system. Partner type is LS. Okay. Select this partner type LS and click on a create button and input your partner number. Our partner number is receiving system ZZ or 810, where you can input that one. Logical system. Here we want to input our user. Okay, user, which user, and user SAP user or client user ID you want to input, and click on enter. And this is a partner profile. Okay, where you are sending outbound, so that we want to input here all the details. What message type you are sending for this partner? You want to go for this outbound parameters and input your details like message type. Message type means matmas. Mat mass is the message tag where you are sending the material. So met mass, and then receiver port which you have created right now. Copy this one and paste it over there, and then basic tag. For mat mass, it is always mat mass is 05. Okay, and then click on save, and output mode is transfer IDOC immediately. Okay, you want to click on this, and then you want to click on save, so that our partner profile has been created. Now you want to create our partner profile in 810 client also. Go to 810 client, and once again we are creating our partner W20 partner type. Click on this and click on create. Who is our partner? Our partner is sender system. So that copy this one and paste over there. LS and system means user, our user want to input, and client ID user, SAP user. Here and gap is there, that's why it's not that. Okay, now this is a receiver system. For this receiver system, in uh, we are inbound parameter, it is coming from the 800 client, so that we want to input over here. Okay, and click on this inbound parameter, and click on which message it is coming from 800 client, message type and process code. MATM always message type 3 word, 4 word we want to input in process code, and click on save. So our partner profile has been created in both the system. Now once again I will be going for 800 client, and now I will go for BD64 model view. You want to check everything is been created or not. Select this one and click on generate partner profile and execute. See here, everything is in green color. It means our whatever we created, it has been successfully done. And once again select this and go for edit, and go for model view, and want to select distribute. Here we are automatically it has been selected our see here our receiving system 8 is automatically selected, and we want to click on continue, so that our target system model view has been created. Once we have done this means we are now we can test our uh, material where it will be sending from 810 to 810. Now our all the configuration settings have been done. Okay, now I will be creating a material, and I will be sending 800 to 18 client. Okay, I am going to mm01 T code, industry sector, mechanical, and material type ROH. And as of now I will take only two, basic data 1 and basic data 2. I will click on continue. I will input test material IDOC, and base unit of measure kg, and old material number where you can input anything, and material group I will take as it is, and you want to input a gross weight where you can input, and weight unit kg. After this I am going to save this one. 498 material has been created. Okay, testing part now. Material 498 has been created, and I will check in my 810 client is there or not. Actually, it will not be there. I want to send it in BD10 T code. I will go for MM03 T code, and I will input 4 498 and I will enter, so that you are getting a error message. The material does not or created or not activated. Now I want to send the material from 800 to 810 client. Then we can see BD10 is a T code to send the material. Enter the material number 498 and message type mask and click on execute, so that message will be generated. Now our message has been generated. To check this it is been successfully sent or not, we want to go for WE05 to see the IDOC list, and I will execute where this is the IDOC which is being generated for this material. See, current status is 03, means 03 is a successful status. In this control record where you can see everything, IDOC type, which message type, and message type, basic type which we have been created, no, that one, and partner, which this is the port number which we created, and partner profile, partner number, and technical info, SAP release, and which date and time which is being created, this IDOC, everything will be there in this control record. This is the control data segments where we can see whichever the material, where this is the material number, and SAP client name, material type ROH, and industry sector, everything it is been here. This is a segment, main segment, and this is the sub segment. Whatever, this is the IDOC test material IDOC number. I mean description. This stored in sub segments. All the details will be stored in sub segments. Okay, and this is the status record, where you can, first one is a 01, IDOC is generated, then is a 30, IDOC ready for dispatch in yearly service, then 03, data passed to port OK, means it is successfully went. Now let's go for 810 client, and where you can check MM03 T code, same 498, and I will press enter. Now it will be visible in this 810 client. See here, basic data 1 and basic data view. Both are came from my internet client to internet. Whatever all the thing I have mentioned over there, it is been here in 18 client. This is how yearly IDOC works, where you can go here, check inbound IDOC WE05 and execute. This is the IDOC inbound IDOC. Okay, in there out for outbound 03 is a success method. In here for inbound 53 is the 53 means the IDOC has been successfully inbounded to this 810 client, where you can see same, but IDOC number will be different for inbound and outbound. Okay, where you can see here status of the record, first it is 50, IDOC is added, 64, IDOC ready to be transferred to application, then 62, IDOC passed to application, then 53 is successfully message. I hope you understand how this configuration things will work in sender system 800 and receiver system 810.